So do you also use Gravity Forms to receive any kind of form submissions for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we are going to understand how to create Mailgun member on Gravity Form submission. So I use Gravity Forms to receive new inquiries for my digital marketing agency, and here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive new form submissions, then automatically the person who has made the form submission should be created as a new member in my Mailgun account under that specific mailing list. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Gravity Forms with my Mailgun account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically create a Mailgun member whenever a new form submission is received through Gravity Forms. This integration helps you seamlessly manage your email list without any manual effort, ensuring every new form entry is added to Mailgun for a smooth email communication. So stay tuned as I walk you through the step-by-step process. Okay, so as you all know that I use Gravity Forms to collect inquiries from potential clients interested in my digital marketing services. So to efficiently manage and follow up with these leads, I need an automated way to add them to my email list. So by automatically creating a Mailgun member from form submissions, I can ensure every inquiry is captured and added instantly. This allows me to send timely follow-up, service details, case studies, or special offers without any manual effort. It helps me stay organized, nurture leads, and improve client engagement effortlessly. So here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Gravity Form with my Mailgun account using an automation software. And now firstly here in this video, we are going to see the working of this automation to understand the entire process more clearly. So now here to see the working of this automation, what we are going to do is that we are going to make a form submission using this Gravity Form. And here my objective is as soon as I'm going to make a form submission, then automatically using all the details, a new member should be created in my Mailgun account under a specific mail list. So here now let's go and make a form submission. So here you can see some pre-filled details such as first name, last name, email, phone number, and the service in which you are interested. So I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see we have successfully made a form submission over here. So now let's go and check our Mailgun account. Here I'm going to click on the send, and from here I'm going to select mailing list. And here in the mailing list, you can see all the list over here. And here in this case, I'm going to use the list which is named as new leads. Here I'm going to scroll a little down, and then I'm going to refresh a window. And here you can see we have successfully created a new member over here with the email as dummy@pabblytudes.com and the full name as dummy user. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this automation. Now here in this video, we are going to learn step-by-step process that how you can set up this automation by simply connecting your Gravity Forms with your Mailgun account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. So here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect/ina/ in your browsers. And here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create Mailgun member on Gravity Form submission. And now here after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So here in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this Learn More hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Gravity Forms, as I am receiving new form submissions through Gravity Forms. So Gravity Forms is a WordPress plugin that lets you create customizable forms for your website. So here in my Gravity Forms trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new response, so that whenever we are going to receive new response through our Gravity form, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Okay, so now after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Gravity Forms with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my WordPress account. And as you all know that Gravity Forms is a plugin of WordPress. So here I've already installed the plugin, and here under forms you can see all the forms that I've created using Gravity Forms till now. So here in this particular case, I'm going to use a form which is named as contact form. So I'm going to select it. And here under this contact form, you can see the fields that I've taken for this form, that is first name, last name, email, phone number, and the service in which you are interested. Okay, so this is the form, and now I'm going to click on the settings given on the top, and here under settings I'm going to select webhooks given over here. And here under webhooks, you can see we have received the option for adding a new webhook. So I'm going to add a new webhook over here. And then here it is asking me to give a name to my webhook. So here I'm going to give the name as new form submission. Scrolling a little down, here for the request URL field, I need to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is the webhook URL, and here for the request method, I'm going to select post and the request format as JSON. Scrolling little down, and then here it is asking me for the request headers. So here for the request headers, I'm going to select all fields given over here in the request body, and now here after adding all the required details, I'm going to click on the save settings given over here. And with this, we have successfully set up a new webhook inside our Gravity Forms, or you can say we have successfully connected our Gravity Forms with Pabbly Connect. So now here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission, and to do a test submission, we need to make a test response in our Gravity Forms. So for that, let me take you back to my form, and now here I'm going to enter some another dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the name, I'm going to enter the name as test, last name as user, email as test@pabblytudes.com, and a random phone number, and then I'm going to select the service as graphic design, and then I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see we have successfully made a form submission over here. So now let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the phone number, email address. Scrolling little down, here you can see the name of the service and the first name and the last name of our user. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we are going to receive new response to our Gravity Forms, then automatically using the details, I want to create a new member in my Mailgun account. So for that, I need to connect my Mailgun with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So here I'm going to select my action application as Mailgun. So Mailgun is an email delivery service that helps businesses send and receive emails effortlessly. So here in my Mailgun action step, I'm going to select my action event as new mailing list member, so that whenever I'm going to receive new response through Gravity Forms, then automatically using the details, a new member should be created in my Mailgun under a mailing list. Okay, so now here to connect my Mailgun with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Mailgun account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me to enter the API key, private API key, Mailgun host, and the domain name. So now here firstly we are going to get the API key. So here following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my Mailgun account. And from here I'm going to click on this top right corner, and from here I'm going to select API security. And here under API keys, I'm going to add a new API key by clicking on this add a new key over here. And then I'm going to add the description as new form submission. And then I'm going to click on this create key. And then I'm going to copy the API key, moving back to Pabbly's workflow. And here I'm going to paste the private API key. So now here this private API key and the API key is going to be the same. So I'm going to paste it over here also. And then here it is asking for the Mailgun host. So here in the help text it says enter the region your domain is hosted on with Mailgun. Here for US region use this, and for the EU region use this. So now here let's go and check the Mailgun host region. So moving back to our Mailgun account, and here you can see the region on which our account is hosted is US over here. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and now here I'm going to copy the US region host, and then I'm going to paste it over here. And then here it is asking me for the domain name. Enter the domain name here on the left hand with the home section. Visit send, sending and domains. So now let's go and check the domain name. Here I'm going to click on the send, and from here I'm going to select domains. And here under domains you can see the domain. So I'm going to copy it from here. Moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the domain name. Now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the list under which I want to create a new member. So here by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the lists that I've created in my Mailgun account. So here in this particular case, I'm going to use the list which is named as new leads. So this is going to be my list, and then here it is asking me to enter the email address. So now here instead of entering the email address manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we are going to receive new response for our Gravity forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the email address, I'm going to map my lead's email address. So this is the email address. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the update. So here for the update, I'm going to select yes, and then here it is asking me for the member name. So here I'm going to map my lead's name. So here I'm going to map the first name first, and then I'm going to enter a space and then the last name. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the message as mailing list member has been created. That means we have successfully created a new member in our Mailgun account for the new response received through our Gravity forms. So now let's go and check it. Here I'm going to click on this mailing list, and from here I'm going to select new leads. Scrolling a little down, and I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new member over here with the email as test@pabblytunes.com and the name as test user. So with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Gravity forms and our action as Mailgun. So that whenever we are going to receive new response to our Gravity forms, then automatically using all the details, a new member is going to be created in our Mailgun account under a specific mailing list. Okay, so these were the steps to how to create Mailgun member on Gravity form submission. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clue link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.